Well, what have we here? It appears another leak about the upcoming NVIDIA RTX 2060 graphics card has sprung up from the Twitter sphere via Komachi and video cards, and it reveals the existence of 6 variants of the RTX 2060? 6! This is something that is very interesting because it shows just how much NVIDIA's strategy for the mid-end has changed over the past couple of years. The EEC filing was made by Gigabyte, who listed over 40 flavors of the RTX 2060 GPU across 6 major classes. This includes Aorus, Gigabyte, OC, and non-OC variants, along with the standard cooler differentiators. The following is 6 major variants were spotted. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 6GB GDDR6, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 6GB GDDR5, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 4GB GDDR6, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 4GB GDDR5, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 3GB GDDR6, and the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 3GB GDDR5. Whew, hey, no 5GB variants in there. I guess that's something. Now, interestingly, you are looking at 3 different memory configurations in terms of size and 2 different memory configurations in terms of generation. The reason why AIBs would choose to do this is simple. They must have a lot of inventory of GDDR5 memory, and yields of GDDR6 isn't going to be great right now. On the other hand, 12nm FinFET is a mature node and would have great yields. And this is why you would couple Turing GPUs with lower memory configurations that are priced under the optimal configuration, the 6GB GDDR6 in this case. There is usually always a market for them. That said, it's very much possible that many of these belong to region-specific variants that will be launched in only China and Taiwan. This has happened before in the Kepler and Maxwell series, but mostly in low-end budget variants. The RTX 2060 is supposed to be the mainstream variant of the Turing series and should be priced relatively affordably. Now, on a side note, AMD recently did do something similar with the RX 580 2048 stream processor unit, or SP. So found that to be a China exclusive kind of thing, but there is precedent for this. AIBs have already started respecting the MSRP given by NVIDIA for some of their lower bin variants, and the RTX 2060 is set to eventually become the bread and butter of their lineup as Pascal reaches end of life. Right now, not much is known about the RTX 2060 in way of confirmed specifications, but word on the grapevine is that the card will be released early next year. Leaks usually start to become frequent right before a launch, and the card's appearance on the EEC lends credence to the fact. Educated guesstimates, or speculation, put the core count at 1920 CUDA cores, and the memory specifications have been confirmed. NVIDIA will also be launching their RTX Mobility series at CES, as we revealed a while back. And we will be there at CES again to see these in person if this is indeed the case. So what do you think about this? Is this a little bit too convoluted under the same family? So 6 different variants of the 2060? That seems a bit excessive, but we'll definitely see whenever things come to fruition what, the reality of that. Love to hear your thoughts on this one. Would you buy any of these? Which of these would be the kind of sweet spot? Or do you really not care? Or, well, do you care? Either way, regardless, want to hear your comments down below. This has been Keith with WCCF Tech TV. Make sure that you are subscribed and you hit that notification bell so that we don't miss you in the next video.